Good day, my friends. Pastor Steve Brown here from St. Luke with the word of hope that I trust will bring you strength and encouragement today. It was inspired by the daily text for Tuesday of this week. We still have copies of the daily text available at the church for purchase. It's a wonderful resource to begin a daily time with the Lord. I encourage you to pick it up. Let me begin by asking you this question. Do you see yourself as lost or found? The daily text for this week, Tuesday, was part of the parable of the lost sheep that Jesus told, that's recorded in Luke chapter 15, where Jesus said this: "Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, 'Rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep.'" So in that parable, do you see yourself more as the lost sheep or the 99 currently found sheep? Well, let me say, if you are trusting in Jesus, be assured that you are found. Your faith in Jesus is a sign of assurance that Jesus has found you. But I want to suggest to us today that we sometimes consider how lost we are for the purpose of fostering a more dynamic relationship with Jesus. In the daily text, they often have a wonderful prayer accompanying the daily text, and this was one of the parts of that prayer on Tuesday. It said this: "I go astray as I try hard to be the best, measure myself against others, and be at the front of the pack." Boy, when I read that, it convicted me. I said, that's Steve Brown right there. Because that's what I try to be. And that prayer kind of convicted me that I'm lost and I need Jesus to find me. When we are aware of our sin, of our rebellion against God's values, of being lost, we are more likely to run to the cross of Christ for assurance rather than to ourselves and our own lives. But when we think, hey, I'm pretty good, a lot better than most, maybe even one of the best, I'm kind of at the front of the pack, well, then our perceived need for Jesus diminishes. And our relationship with Jesus stagnates because we start to think, I guess I really don't need Jesus because I'm pretty good, a lot better than that guy over there at least. But when we embrace that we're lost, then we cry out for Jesus, the Good Shepherd, to find us. An illustration of this is this beer glass that has a quote from Martin Luther on it. I don't know if you could see it. It says, "Sin boldly," which is something that Martin Luther said. And people have quoted it over the years like, yeah, sin boldly, like it's a license for sin. When you got to read the whole quote, it says, "Sin boldly, but believe more boldly still." That's in the small print down here. In other words, it's saying this: embrace that you are sinful, that you're lost, but embrace more boldly still that Jesus has forgiven you, that you've been found. The truth is this: you are lost, I am lost, and you are found, and I am found. I think it is spiritually healthy to live within that tension so as to avoid either becoming prideful or falling into despair. Let me close by praying that whole prayer today. From the daily text on Tuesday, you are welcome to pray along with me. Shepherd of lost souls, thank you for bringing me into your loving fold. I go astray as I try hard to be the best, measure myself against others, and be at the front of the pack. Change my ways, Lord. Shelter me in your arms. Help me seek other lost souls and welcome them into your fold. Amen.